Alright, I'm back here with some JavaScript. I know some of y'all be feeling like when I do these type of videos, I be rushing through. Okay, I do not, okay? Maybe for the video, I feel like, it's better for me to do it realistically, but I do always come back and I do always end up learning. And so far, I have been building in Visual Code to get myself to remember arrays and to remember declaring variables. And I believe as of now, they're going to end up teaching us about declaring a variable, but with a const. And I already know a little bit about a const. I think with const, they cannot be changed. So if you assign it with a const, which I see a lot of people who do that, those variables cannot be changed, which is a little scary. I'm like, hey, you really know what you're doing from the start then, because I would start it as a let just in case if I change my mind. But let's jump right into this. I gotta take a sip of my water. So declaring a variable with the let keyword allows it to be reassigned. Okay, this means you could change the character later to be a completely different value, which they have been teaching us for a while, so understood. But for this project, you will not want to change these variable values, so instead, you could use a const to declare them. Const variables are special. First, a const variable cannot be reassigned like a let variable. Scary. This code would throw an error. So if you tried to do const first name and then you try to change it, it will throw an error. So a const variable also cannot be uninitialized. This code would throw an error. So you need a value. So replace your let keyword with const. My whole thing though is like, what if I just erase the const? Would it stay in the console? That's something that I'm thinking about. Like, would I have to completely delete it to rewrite a new const, or is that not possible? Will it always stay in the console? That is the scary part, but they want me to switch all of these up. Bammers, we got that. On to the next step. So we are at step 32. You are now ready to start building your pyramid generator. I completely forgot that's what the hell we were doing here. They taught me so many different things, I was lost. So your character variable will serve as the building block for the pyramid. So hello might not work very well. Change that value to the character hashtag. But I thought we were told we can't do stuff like this. But okay. Oh, bro, that is not the hashtag. Where the hell is my, oh, okay. So we did that. That was definitely very simple. On to the next one. Step 33. To generate a pyramid, you will need to create multiple rows. When you have to perform a task repeatedly until a condition is met, you will use a loop. Hey, they're teaching me loops. I need this for my JavaScript game. There are many ways to write a loop. So you are going to start with the for loop. For loops use the following syntax. So for, iterator, condition, iteration, logic. Did I not spell that? Iterator. Second one should be condition, iteration. For loop should be empty. Oh, okay. So they don't want this. Oh, console. Wait, that's completed console output. What do they want me to do? Do they want me to put hashtags on it? But then I feel like that's weird because they didn't make me do it on the top one. The first component of your for loop should be the string. The string, so you put it in quotes. Oh, okay, it worked. Potential infinite loop detected on line 5 test may be failing because of this. Okay, well, it ended up working after trying to tell me it didn't. So basically, it was the quotations. I had a feeling because they had the quotations here, but I was just confused because the example code put no quotations, so I was just trying to follow that one. But we ended up doing it, which was very weird. But we got it. There's nothing to worry about. Real quick. My Warriors got the W. That's what I'm talking about. 99-98. Okay, I just had to say that. They just happened a couple minutes ago. So very ecstatic, very excited. I was afraid. Normally when I try to pay attention to it, they lose. So whatever. Not the point. We are on to step 34. The loop now needs a proper iterator. The iterator is a variable you can declare specifically in your for loop to control how the loop iterates or goes through your logic. It is a common convention to use I as your iterator variable in a loop. A for loop allows you to declare this into parentheses. For example, there is a for loop that declares an index variable and assigns it 100. Okay, see that? So replace the string iterator, and obviously put an I because that's what they just said. So we'll do let declaration for the I variable, and we're going to assign it 0 to start, and this will give the I variable the value 0 the first time your loop runs. That is kind of sick. So they're teaching us some T right now. So I believe I will be getting rid of that, and I'll be doing let I equal 0. I believe is what I'm doing. So running it. They're not even telling me whether I did it right or wrong. Okay, what the hell is going on with my freeCodeCamp? Is it because I'm filming? What is going on? So potential infinite loop detects online 5 test may be failing because of this, but it still says that it went through. So maybe it's just because of what we're commonly writing. This one is going to take a lot for me to take notes on because I'm pausing and then I'm taking notes and I'm coming back. So this one might take a minute because I'm going to need to look up one, what is an iterator? Two, even though it says what it is a variable you can declare specifically. Actually, yeah, never mind. So we got that. I don't need to look that up. And actually, yeah, never mind. I think they explained it very well here. Alrighty, we are now on the last step. I know I only took y'all across like 3 or like 5 of them, honestly. I don't even know. But the condition of a for loop tells the loop how many times it should iterate. When the condition becomes false, the loop will fail. So the potential infinite loop would probably fail. Test may fail. This is not changed. So in JavaScript, a Boolean value can be either true or false. These are not strings. You will learn more about the difference later on. So for now, you will use the less than operator. This allows you to check if the value on the left is less than the value on the right, of course. And for example, count less than 3 would evaluate to true if count is 2 and or probably 1 as well. Not probably, but yes. And false if the count is 4. So replace your condition string with the condition to check if I is less than count. Wait, hold on. That's actually pretty sick. So we're doing if I is less than count? Is that how we're doing that? Or when they say count, do they mean less than 0? You should use the less than operator if I is less than count. Okay, so they do want me to write count. Oh, it's running the test, so it's just taking its time. I guess it takes a minute to end up running. Okay, so that was right. I just wanted the answer. So I guess lastly, we would need to do the iteration part. So I'm going to make sure I leave a note for Boolean value. So I guess I am going to take y'all to the next part because I do want to show y'all what the next one is. I'll just come back to write down the note for that one. So your iteration statement will tell your loop what to do with the iterator after each run. So when you reassign a variable, you can use the variable to reference the previous value before this reassignment. So this allows you to do things like add 3 to an existing number. So for example, if b's equals b's plus 3, b's equal b's plus 3 would increase the value of b's by 3, of course. So use the syntax to replace your iteration string with a reassignment statement that increases I by 1. Okay, so then here we would do I equals I plus 1. Yes, sir. So we ended up getting that one. And let's see what else they have next. Your loop should now run 8 times. How? Well, because if I equals 0, that's 0 plus 1. I got 1. So inside the body of the loop, print the value for your I iterator and see what happens. So inside the body of the loop, print down I'm sorry, what are they saying? You should use console log. So you should log the value of I. You should log the value of I in your for loop. That's something else, brother. That is something. Oh, print the value of I. Okay, I see what they're saying. So they want to do console.log. What else? You should log the value of I, and you should log the value in your in your for loop. What's confusing me is like, so what? I need to rewrite that console.log. But my thing is, do I do I again, or do I do for? Or am I doing count? What the hell are we writing in the second one? You should log the value of I in your for loop. Yeah, I understand, but how? Unless they want me to do one outside of it, so, and then one in here. Okay. Hey, that was on me. I'm goated. I am goated. So you should see the numbers 0 through 7 printed in your console, 1 per line. This will serve as the foundation for generating your pyramid. Replace your log statement with, oh, I'm stupid. The count is 8. I'm like, where did 8 come from? We have a count that's 8. They should have really told me that. So you should see the numbers 0 through 7 printed, which we do, because we did end up doing a, actually, never mind. Oh yeah, because that would be 8, because they're starting at 0. So this will serve as the foundation of generating the pyramid. Replace your log statement with a statement to push I to your rows array. Replace your log statement to push I to your rows array. Okay, I'm not going to do this part yet. I'm actually going to do this in the next part, or I might do this on my own. So I'm going to end the video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces.